Good afternoon and welcome back to the live session on YouTube by Nguru. I am Xenia and I am your trainer. I'm going to be talking about silent letter words. Now, before I start, those of you who are new at Nguru, you must be wondering what is Nguru all about? Well, Nguru is a platform where you can learn spoken English without feeling afraid or nervous. All you need to do is download the app from Google Play Store, and then you can attend 2 days of free classes, demo classes, after which you can decide whether you want to take a personalized class or you want to take a group class with Nguru. As you practice, English will no longer be something that you're scared of or you're afraid, but you can become better every day. You can learn from your teachers and you can learn from your co-learners as well. So that's about Nguru. And why do we need to learn English? Well, learning English is an important, a crucial part of our lives because wherever you go in the world today, English is a universal language. Everybody is speaking in English. Everything that we do, if you buy a toothpaste, if you buy shaving gel, if you buy biscuits, everything, the instructions are all written in English. And if we do not know English, it's going to be a huge reason for, unhappiness in you. So learning English is important, and that's what we are doing at Nguru. So today's topic, like I have said earlier, is silent letter words. Now, a lot of people, this is a very common error, where we make errors. For example, I'll tell you the word Plumber. How do you pronounce that? Most people will say plumber, and we end up also saying plumber. The plumber is going to come, the plumber is going to do this, the plumber is going to do that. But did you know that Plumber, the B is actually silent, and the actual word that we should say is just plumber? Plumber. Now, there are so many words of this kind, and honestly, sometimes it's difficult to remember. Oh my God, which is the silent letter? Now, which one? Of course, if we are not a native speaker, it would be difficult. But as you keep speaking more and more often, then you kind of, it gets into your system, and okay, I will not say plumber, but I will say plumber. Plumber is just plumber. All right. So the question was, somebody asked me that why, if the B is not in, if you don't intend to use the B, then why did you at all put it in the spelling? It's just confusing. So one very important thing that I was reading about, the reason we have silent letters is because it helps us to differentiate between homophones. For example, B and B. Be is be, it's a verb, and bee is an insect, that bites honeybee. Now, silent letters actually help us in differentiating homophones. Otherwise, imagine how difficult it would have been. Okay, so silent letters plays a role for that. Second thing, if you look at the history of language, English or any other language, language did not start overnight. This is something that started maybe like as long as when humanity started. The history of humankind. That is when probably language also started, and language is something that undergoes constant change. Every day, new words are created. Every day, new things are spoken about. So as languages were, when new languages were being made, or when English was being made, there were people from different parts of the world who started pronouncing it in different ways. And while the original spelling had that, it kind of just kept on carrying on. Nobody really bothered to remove it. So that is one reason why we still have silent letters in words. For example, honest, Honest. But a lot of people I have heard say honest, honestly. He's a honest man. No, the word is only honest. Okay, and that is why I'm sure you know the rule of using and before honest, an honest man. Okay, so the history goes back that as people were languages were changing across the world, so were these spellings, and someone just said, no, let the spellings be the way they are, but we pronounce it the way we want. That is one reason. Second reason is English is a language, um, unfortunately doesn't have a lot of original words. There are many words which have been borrowed from Latin, from Spanish, from French, from Arabic words, a lot of Persian words, even Indian words. A lot of words have been taken, and that's how English was formed. So which means it is a constant way of changing. Like I said earlier, English is one language that undergoes constant change, and hence silent letters as they came along, maybe for the convenience of pronouncing or something, they just kept it, they never removed it. So that is one reason. The third reason is, when languages were being formed, there were important people who were involved, and saying, yes, this is the word we are going to use. Even today, I think, like people who work with Oxford Dictionary, or maybe Harper's Dictionary or Collins Dictionary, there are big people who sit and they decide whether this word should go into the dictionary or not. And maybe somebody's ego was like, oh, let me keep this here, it's making me happy, just to establish a sense of ownership, or to establish their authority. They just decided to keep the spelling the way they wanted, and that's how silent letters stayed in. So there's nothing much we can do about it, except languages keep changing, and spelling somehow never changed. We just kept on using what was told to us many hundred years ago. So that's one reason why we have silent letters. So I'm still waiting for the people to join in. So for example, when you look at the word no, K-N-O-W, no, okay, N-O, no, and K-N-O-W, no, they both sound the same, but we never say canal. So K over here is a silent letter. So K N O W is now. For example, a brave man in the English Empire, they would say he was a knight. Now, what is the spelling of knight? Not the night that comes after day, that's Night, but the spelling for a knight is Knight, knight. Okay. Another word that we look at, what like Andaman and Nicobar, they are islands. Okay, what is the spelling of islands? Islands. Is it ILANDS, or is it ISLANDS? I was recently speaking with someone, and one of my school friends, when we were in grade 5, I think he read this. There were many islands in Greece, and everybody burst out laughing. And that was the first time he realized the importance of silent letters. So, island, ISLAND, the S has no importance, it has no relevance, but yet we use it. So far we've done honest, we've done night, HONEST. Then we did night, which is honest, HONEST. The third one that we did is, what did I just tell you? Island, ISLAND, island. If you have any doubt, what is the spelling of doubt? Doubt. If you say it, if you just hear it, if you just hear the spelling, what comes to your mind? Doubt. DOUT. Doubt. But the B over here is completely silent. We don't say doubt. We don't say doubt. I don't even know how to say it. So doubt, DOUBT. But pronunciation is just DOUT, doubt. Similarly, debt, DEBT. Debt means, a loan, something like that. He was in heavy debt. That means he had taken a lot of money from other people. But DEBT, we do not say debt. Okay, we just say debt. DET, debt. Okay. Also, the word tomb, TOMB, tomb. We don't say tomb, we say tomb. Like Humayun's tomb is in Delhi. Tomb, all of you know, right? When people die, they make that cemented like thing, and that's where the body lies. So it's called a tomb. TOM. TOOM is actually the pronunciation, but the spelling is TOMB. So here again, the B is silent. So we've seen doubt, the B is silent. Doubt, debt, debt, again the B is silent. And just now we saw tomb, tomb, toom, but the pronunciation is tomb, tomb. So we don't say tomb, we say tomb, toom, tomb. This is the tomb. Okay, that way. And then we also talk about um, aisle. Have you heard this word aisle? Aisle is actually the long passage that you walked on in an aeroplane when you walk in. The spelling is Aisle. Okay, Aisle. The S is completely silent, and we just say aisle. A lot of people don't know that. They say isle or something, but it is actually aisle. Aisle. Similarly, when we look at another word with A, is align. Align. The G is silent over here. All we say is align. Alin. So silent letters continue to be an important part because without them, maybe the meaning would change. I have never thought about it, but that is the purpose that they have, that they differentiate between homophones. It helps us. Another word that we were taught as a kid, if you remember how we were learning ABCD, W for watch, X for X-ray, Y for yacht, Z for zoo. But YATCH. Hi Archana, good to see you here. It's not morning, it's afternoon now, already 1 o'clock. So YATCH, yacht. Forever we learn watch, yacht, watch, yacht. But the correct pronunciation of that is yacht. Okay, now we don't say what, WATCH, what. So English is a language, you get better with your pronunciation as you keep speaking. But if you don't speak and if you don't practice speaking, if you don't imitate, then it'll always remain a problem and you may just say watch and yacht and yacht and what. So you got to be careful about that. Okay, and then another one that we look at is, for example, butcher. Now, all of you know what is a butcher, right? A butcher is one who sells meat. So, what is the spelling of butcher? It is Butcher. Butcher. But we don't say butcher, okay? Because but is but, right? We don't say butcher, we say butcher. So it's like Buchher. So that's another silent T that's waiting for you over there. All right. So, Archana, glad that you joined. We are talking about silent letters. We've done a couple of words. Let me think if I can remember all of it. So, we did honest, in which H is silent. We did plumber, in which B is silent. We did doubt, in which B is again silent. We did debt, DEBT, again B is silent over here. Then we did tomb, TOMB. The B is silent, so we only say tomb. This is the tomb. Then we did align, ALIGN. Then we did aisle, AISLE. So S is silent. Then comb, COMB, comb. We don't say comb, we say comb. Can you get me the comb? You know, comb with what you comb your hair, COMB. Okay. And as we continue, it is so important that we keep practicing these, regularly, so that we become more and more perfect with it. Like, for example, all the words that start with K, like knee, new, no, knicker, knife, night, knit, knitting, knob, knock, knot, all of them have the silent K. And from an early age, we are taught to write the K correctly. Because, in case, imagine if you have to write this, I am not going to school. So you write NOT. But if you had to say, I am going to tie a knot on your hair, so NOT, if you write, then the meaning changes, right? That is why silent letters, though they do not really impact the pronunciation, but they impact the way we use them or the way we form our sentences. Okay, like BE and BEE. Imagine if I had to say, I am going to be a doctor, BEE. The sentence would look so weird. The sentence would look so awkward. Okay, so that is why we write BE and BEE. You got to be careful about it. Same thing with the word through, Through. I am going through a bad time. But the spelling of through, if you just think, close your eyes, then the first word that comes is Threw. Now, that's not the word. Through is something else. That means the past tense of throw. I threw this, but I'm going through a bad time. So, again, here, G has no value. Through. Okay, it's a very simple pronunciation. We don't even make an effort to focus on any of this. It's just true. I'm going through a bad time. All right. Another very common word which is mispronounced is asthma. Okay, Asthma. Asthma. A lot of people say asthma, but the pronunciation is just asthma. I have asthma. Okay, it sounds very weird. When you're probably listening to this video, you would be like, oh, come on, my whole life I've been saying this like this. You want me to change now? Yes, change is the only constant thing in life. And if we don't change the way we speak, if we don't change the way we pronounce, people may end up laughing at us. So it's better to get in some words and start implementing the changes. For example, often. 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 Now, I've heard a lot of Australians saying, often I do this. Now, in Australia, it's okay. I do not know about them. But in India, we just say often. Often. It's like Offen, not Often. The T is completely silent. Are you able to listen to me? Are you listening to me? Not listening, it is listening. So the T is silent. Listen, but the way of pronouncing it is just Listen. Listen. Similarly with match. Match. What's the spelling of match? It's Match, but you can also say Mech. Match. Okay. So there will be a lot of words like example climb, Climb, climb. We don't say climb. We say yes, it's a climber plant, but we don't say I'm going to climb the Mount Everest. We say climb. So while we still look at more words and while you become numb, not numb, but numb with the new things that are coming into your head, remember, it is essential that we learn the pronunciation of every word. Do not accept just because someone has told you that. There was a very interesting video I was watching which said when we speak incorrect English over a period of time and it is passed on from generation to generation, we accept the incorrect pronunciation as correct. And that is harmful because you are damaging the language. We cannot change the way a language or the word is supposed to be said. We should look up on Google, find out the correct pronunciation, and do it. For example, R. This is the R. What's the spelling of R? Is it ARE? Is it OUR? Is it HOUR? It is HOUR. The H is again silent over here. I will meet you at the 12th hour. Okay. So H is not hour. H is not honest. All right. It is only honest and it is only R. Hmm? This is what. Similarly, the word, let's say Christmas. Christmas. We don't say Christmas or Christmas. Originally, if you go back and check the history, like I was just saying, that certain words are related with the way they originated. So Christmas was a mass. Mass means a gathering of people on the occasion for Christ. So that's where it came from, Christ Mass. But as generations pass by, today we don't say, we just say Christmas. So the T is completely silent. It has no existence. Okay. So while we still talk more about silent letters, those of you are online on and off, I can see some of you coming on and off. Think about more silent words, and are you already mispronouncing it? Are you not doing it correctly? Then this is your opportunity that after you see this video, that you would immediately amend the way you speak and don't repeat it again. Okay. I know the word plumber is even the word puncture. Puncture. Okay, there is Punc puncture, puncture. Okay, puncture, but it sounds like Punk puncture. So, but it's actually Puncture. So they are so, and in India we say it in so many puncture. I don't know how many different ways we say the same thing. So words as they keep evolving, words as they keep changing, we must make sure that we get into the habit of pronouncing words correctly. One of the best ways of picking up the correct pronunciation is imitation. Second is active listening. So listening, not listening. Yes, there is a Listerine mouth gargle, but that is Listerine. This is listen. So active listening helps because when you listen to a lot of TEDx speakers, news readers, podcasts, people who do podcasts, or even these Nguru live classes that we conduct, you would understand that, okay, I've been mispronouncing this word for too long and I probably should change. So do not stop. Don't think that this is the end of the world or this is what I know is no what I know and I'm not going to change it. No, learning is a constant process. Every day we learn new things. Trust me, I also learn so many new words. Like for example, I would earlier say it, before, when I was in school, I would often say tomb, till my dad would say no, it's tomb, and I would wonder why. The b is still there, right? Why am I even ignoring that b? But then I was dumb, not dumb. I was dumb, dumb. The b is again silent over here. Dumb, or we say numb. These are words that exist around us all the time. For example, the word seen. Now, the moment I close my eyes and I tell you seen, right? The spelling of seen, it is Seen. But I'm not talking about scene, I'm talking about a scenery. Then it is Scene. So the C is completely silent over there. Now, unless you don't practice these words, you'll never be able to understand. Because of all this, there's a lot of chaos. Chaos. What's the spelling of chaos? It's Chaos, but chaos. If I ask you to just hear me the way I'm saying it and write it, you probably read chaos. You read Kayos or something like that. Chaos. But the actual spelling is Chaos. For example, the word echo. Okay, echo. Echo is not ECKO or EKO. It is ECHO. Echo. So the H is silent. So similarly, a lot of words that we keep. When. When. Do we really need that H over there? We can just say WEN or which. Now there are two witches. One is WITCH, which. One is WHICH. In fact, if you look at the word sandwich, it is actually SANDWICH. But when we pronounce, we do not say sandwich, which is a sandwich. Sandwich. So the D over there is completely negated. It has no value. Muscle. 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 You can say MUSSE, muscle. Why? That's also right. But no, again, the C is silent over there. Or accent. ACCENT. Okay, accent. But we do not say accent, we say accent. It sounds like AKCENT or even AKSENT, accent. But the correct spelling is ACCENT. So similarly, for example, light and right, LIGHT, but you can also, if you just go by this pronunciation, you can say RITELITE. Of course, a lot of people use LITE these days. Or for example, you want to talk about sign. I want to sign this. What is the word that comes? Sign. Yes, we all know that it is SIGN, but here again the G is silent. So, champagne, the best spelling that I could think of. I've heard so many people say champagne, okay, because it's CHAMP, champ, PAGNE, but it's actually champagne, completely different. I mean, you wouldn't even imagine, somebody who doesn't know wouldn't even imagine that it can be actually a sh sound. It's actually champagne. Pain. For us, pain means PAIN, but here the pain is actually PAGNE. All right. So let's keep trying every day that we hear more words, understand that this letter is going to be silent and it is essential, especially for differentiating between homophones, especially while I'm writing. Otherwise, it will change the entire context of what I am trying to explain to someone. That is why silent letters are important. And this will not come overnight, night again, but it takes a lot of practice. Constant practice is what really is needed to master any language. Till you do not align your thoughts, ALIGN, till you don't align your thoughts that I'm going to understand the importance of silent letters, it will be very difficult. All right. So once again, as you know, this was a live session with Nguru. Nguru is a spoken English app, and we have touched almost 16 lakh users across the world. We are proud because we make sure our live classes happen every day from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. And we have group classes, we have personalized classes. You can choose which kind of class suits you best. There are so many reasons why you would want to learn English: to be good while you speak to the teachers at the PTM, to make excellent presentation skills, to have a good impression with your co-workers, to build rapport. See, again, rapport, rapport. We don't say rapport, we say rapport. To have a good rapport with your co-workers, and so many reasons. But if in your mind you think that, oh, this is very difficult, this is too complicated, it'll always remain complicated. Learning English is very simple. Go to Google Play Store, download the Nguru app, enroll for demo classes, two demo classes, 2 days of free demo classes you get, and after that you choose your kind of classes. With your teacher, with your co-learners from across the country, you will be able to pick up the right words and how to use them. You may be a little nervous at the beginning, but it's only a passing phase. Again, phase. Okay, this is PHASE, phase. Okay, you may, a lot of people get confused between PH and F sounds. So you got to be careful. So, silent letters, I hope this session was helpful for all of you. You got to practice more. If you're confused, use the mirror to practice. Stand in front of the mirror and say KNOT, not, NOT, not. Okay, KNIT, knit, NIT, knit. There are several words of this kind. Do not have a doubt, DOUBAT, about the plumber. It is just plumber. And that is how you will improve your English. So I hope this session was helpful. I hope to see you guys soon. Please keep following us on YouTube and keep sharing your feedback and your comments, and tell us what you want to do more. If there's a specific topic that we should be covering for you, send us in the suggestions. We'll definitely take it up. All right. So thank you once again and all the best. Happy learning. Bye bye.